Have you ever feel tired not because your body is weak but because your mind never stops thinking? This is the story of a girl who wanted to control everything until one lesson changed her life forever. There was a girl named Ayla, and from the outside her life looking completely normal. But inside her mind, there was always noise because she thought about everything too much. She worried about every word she spoke, every choice she made, and every small mistake, as if one wrong step could destroy her whole future. At night, when everyone slept peacefully, Ayla stayed awake thinking again and again about things that had already happened and things that had not even happened yet. What if I fail? She asked herself every day, and that question slowly became heavier than anything she carried in her hands. She tried to control everything in her life, her plans, her future, people's opinions, and even things that were never in her control. The more she tried to control life, the more tired she became. Because life never follows every plan we make. One evening, after a long, exhausting day, Ayla walked alone near a quiet river, hoping silence would calm the storm inside her heart. As she walked, she saw an old woman sitting near the river, watching the water more slowly and peacefully. The old woman looked at Ayla and smiled gently, as if she could already see the burden hidden inside the girl's heart. "You look tired," the old woman said softly. Ayla sat beside her and said, "I am tired, not in my body but in my mind." The old woman stayed silent for a moment and let the river speak first. Then she asked, "Tell me, what is making your heart so heavy?" Ayla lowered her head and said, "I think too much. I want everything to go right, but nothing feels certain." She continued, "I keep trying to control everything because I am scared of what will happen if I didn't." The old woman picked up a dry leaf and placed it on the water. The leaf floated away without fighting the river. "Do you see that leaf?" the old woman asked. Ayla nodded quietly. The woman said, "The leaf moves with the river not because it is weak, but because it understands something important." Ayla looked confused and asked, "What does it understand?" The old woman smiled and said, "It understands that fighting the river will only break it." She looked into Ayla's eyes and said, "You are trying to control every river in your life. You want control over tomorrow, over people, over outcomes, over everything. But peace comes when you understand that not everything needs your control. Some things need effort, but some things need trust." Ayla became silent because for the first time she understood that her suffering was not from life itself, but from fighting life. Tears filled her eyes as years of pressure slowly melted inside her heart. That day she learned a lesson she would never forget. Do your best, but release what you cannot control. From that day onward, whenever overthinking returned, Ayla remembered the river and whispered to herself, I will do my part and let life flow. Sometimes peace does not come from controlling everything. It comes from trusting life, doing your best, and letting go of what was never yours to control. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to It's Sitara's Voice for more inspiring videos.